The village of Oakshire had stood for generations, its ancient well providing fresh water to all who needed it. But something was about to change forever. Old Farmer Bran was the first to notice. The water tasted wrong, bitter, metallic, like it had been poisoned, but no one believed his warning.
Blacksmith! The well! What about it, Bran? It's cracked! The water! I'll handle it later. But we need it now!
That night, as the moon rose high above Oakshire, the nightmares began. Every villager, young and old, plagued by the same terrible vision. In their dreams, they saw her, a twisted figure in purple robes, standing at the well's edge, performing a ritual that made their souls tremble. She poured something into the well, a glowing potion that writhed with unnatural life, and with each drop the corruption spread deeper.
Darkness rises, the eyes see.
They woke screaming, gasping for air, drenched in sweat. The entire village had shared the same nightmare, but was it truly just a dream? The librarian couldn't sleep. Tormented by the vision, he sat at his window, watching the empty square below, waiting for answers. And then she appeared, not walking, but materializing from shadow itself. The nightmare was real. The witch had come to Oakshire. With gnarled hands, she uncorked bottle after bottle, pouring the cursed potions into the well. The water glowed with sickly green light. The librarian tried to scream to warn the others, but no sound would come. Dark magic had stolen his voice, leaving him helpless. His scream turned into evil laugh. The witch began to chant in a tongue that hurt to hear. Deep below, in the darkness of the well, something ancient stirred.
Arise from the depths, ancient shadows. Bran, claim this night!
By morning, the corruption was complete. The well water had turned black as night, reflecting no light, offering no life, only darkness. The village priest approached, determined to cleanse whatever evil had taken hold. But he was unprepared for what waited below. He looked into the well and saw them. Dozens of eyes staring back from the depths. Eyes that should not exist. Eyes that watched and waited. Terror seized him. He tried to warn the others, but the words turned to ash in his mouth. The darkness had claimed his voice too. He no longer could speak. That night, the well's power grew stronger. One by one, villagers rose from their beds, eyes glowing green, moving like puppets on invisible strings. They gathered around the well in a perfect circle, staring into the corrupted water, their minds no longer their own. In a small cottage, the baker's daughter slept peacefully, unaware that tonight, the darkness would come for her. Wet footprints appeared from nowhere, glowing with an eerie light, tracking slowly across her bedroom floor toward her bed. Her eyes opened, glowing green. Without a word, without hesitation, she rose and walked into the night, leaving everything behind. The baker found only an empty bed and glowing footprints leading to the door. His daughter was gone, taken by the darkness.
Good morning, my dear. Ready for breakfast? Where are you? Sweetheart? Answer me, please! no. What happened? My little girl, where have you gone?
The shepherd boy was next, then others. Each night more villagers vanished, leaving only wet glowing footprints behind. Fear gripped Oakshire. Families barricaded their doors. Parents clutched their children. But
This
nothing
is no
could stop the
natural corruption.
disappearances.
Stay back from the well. We need order.
On the third night, 3 more were taken. A farmer, a couple, an old woman, all claimed by the same green-eyed curse. They walked through the mist like ghosts drawn to the well by a force they couldn't resist. One by one, they fell into the darkness. On the 7th night, the witch returned. The well blazed with unholy light, and the air itself trembled with dark magic.
Rise, my puppets. The village is yours. Obey my will. Walk. You are mine forever.
Behind her came the missing villagers, but they were no longer human. Just empty shells moving at the witch's command. They swayed in a circle around the well, their movements synchronized, their eyes glowing, their souls devoured by whatever lurked below.
One village down. 99 to go.
She raised a final potion, larger, darker, more powerful than all the others. The ritual was nearly complete. The potion shattered against the well's edge, pouring into the depths, awakening something that had slumbered for centuries beneath the earth. Deep underground, in caverns that shouldn't exist, a massive entity opened thousands of eyes. Its long imprisonment was ending. The creature rose toward the surface. The ground shook, buildings cracked. The witch threw back her head and laughed in triumph. She had done it. The ancient horror was free, and Oakshire would be only the first village to fall to its hunger. As the sickly dawn broke, the last 20 villagers emerged from their homes, exhausted, terrified, unaware of the fate awaiting them.
What's happening at my feet? No, I won't go.
They tried to flee, but their bodies betrayed them. An invisible force pulled them forward, step by helpless step, toward the well. The librarian fought with every ounce of strength, clinging to hope, to life. But even the strongest will cannot defeat dark magic. They marched to their doom, mothers and children, the old and young, all powerless against the witch's curse. At the well's edge, they saw the truth. No water remained, only a swirling vortex into nightmare itself. The first villager stepped forward without a sound and fell into the void. Reality itself seemed to tear with his passing. Then another fell, and another, a cascade of souls tumbling into darkness, consumed by the waiting horror below. The librarian looked down one final time, tears streaming, knowing he was already lost. Then he too stepped into the abyss. He fell toward the creature's waiting jaws, a mouth ringed with impossible teeth, lined with watching eyes, endless and hungry. When silence finally fell, the square was empty. The witch had vanished. The destruction had repaired itself as if nothing had happened. Dawn broke over Oakshire, beautiful and peaceful. The well's water ran crystal clear. The village looked perfect once again. but not a single soul remained. Doors hung open. Tables were set for meals that would never be eaten. Oakshire was a tomb. The well waited, innocent and inviting, its water pure and clear, the perfect trap for the next weary traveler. Hidden somewhere in the vast forest lies the village of Oakshire, beautiful and deadly, waiting for its next victims. They say, if you find a well in an abandoned village, never drink from it. And if you see a figure in purple robes watching from the trees like a witch, just run from the village and never look back. Run, because deep below, in the darkness where no light can reach, something ancient smiles and waits.